Hey, yo, it's me, Pops Van Marmalade, and you're watching the Comics-Related Madness Network. Huh? So come get some. CromCon. CromCon.
The Transformers attack more than meets the eye.
Are you the Keymaster?
You can tell by the way I use my walk. I'm a woman's man, no time to talk.
As if.
Come get some.
Yo guys, this is Christy. Hey Blake, what's up, man? So now they're actually finally fucking showing LinkedIn shit, and I'm very happy about that. So anyway, my name's Christy. I'm a comic book artist. I'm a Ring Award comic book artist and creator. And I am the creator of Demon Bitch, as you can see. And I will be actually at this weekend, Las Vegas Comic Con. So check that out. It's on the 28th to the 30th that I'll be there. I'll be table 502. So come on by, come get some. And in the meantime, if you're still in California, I will not be there, unfortunately. I have not learned how to clone myself. Maybe I have a doppelganger somewhere. I'll probably hire her ass. And I will be at an art show, technically an art name only, that you could go get on the 29th of April at the All Eyes Gallery in San Bernardino, 395 North East Street. And if you go on my link tree, you can go ahead and take a look at all my appearances and the addresses there, as well as the dates. So while we're here, let's get it drawn. Now, I've invited a couple of people, but as usual, my fucking guests are fucking late. So let's go and get that going. And if I drop a lot more F-bombs, I may actually be eligible for R rating. Although I think the F word is pretty much the least amount of worries that anybody has. So let's see what's going on here. So I think a couple of people I've thrown it out to. Let's see what answers. Anyway. So how are you all doing? I'm going to go and draw a picture that's been in my head for a while. So comment away. Like, share, and subscribe. Tell your friends. Share the fucking stream and everything. And, you know, I've been very curmudgeon-y lately. It's very interesting. So I'm waiting for the kid to show up, Vic. You know, Vickery. I don't know. I'm just saying Vic because he's this kid that's like, I'm 16 and I'm edgy and stuff. He's a good kid, though. So anyway. So how's everybody today? I'm excited to go to Vegas, actually, to be honest. And people will go like, oh, you're going to Vegas because of the gambling and stuff. It's like, no, I'm there to freaking like go to a con and do stuff. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go make stuff happen. You know how that is. We artists do that all the time. I can't tell if I should have her maybe like this. Yeah. So anyway, it's been good. And then let's see here. I'm going to go write up a couple things real quick. So anyway, so blah, 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 just typing something. This is my life, by the way. This is my slice of life of being an artist. And this is my slice of life that's not for everybody, but whatever. Hey, Tariq, how's it going? Let me add you there. How's it going, dude?
Hey, what's up, man? Oh.
Yeah. So you are live, sir, as you have known.
Okay, that's dope.
Yeah, so what do you tell us about yourself? Because I know you for a couple of years. I don't think anybody else does, so you might as well go and say it. So be that person, put all your business on the internet, and then say, "Don't get in my business." We like your curmudgeonness, Christy. Well, thank you, Woody. I appreciate it.
All right. Well, my name is Tariq, and go by names like King Black Knuckle, and I'm a comic book artist and currently trying to learn illustration. And I'm trying to create my own comic book universe and stuff like that.
And not only that, you do draw thick girls.
Yeah, hella thick, thick, tall girls. I'll say that. Yeah.
That's your thing.
But-
Remember when I showed you that thickosaurus shit, and you're just like,
Yeah.
you were mad at me. You're like, dude, I'm angry right now.
No, that dinosaur did have hella cakes though.
Yeah, I gotta say, like, I was like, this is really good. It's like, I think the person's Facebook name was Dinosaur, but I couldn't tell if they were a boy or girl, so I kind of couldn't guess. But the drawings were cool. Like, they were thick, like dinosaurs, but they were done real well. Like,
Yeah.
even though, like, you were like, this makes me feel a kind, feeling a kind of way, but
I mean,
You're like-
it's like I don't know, hentai. Usually, hentai artists or even etchy type of artists usually have the best sense of anatomy.
Mhm.
And then I got some pro tips from like some other artists who draw stuff like that, and they were like, "Yeah, you gotta like don't be afraid to dwell into drawing nude art and stuff like that. That's how you understand the human body a lot better." And I was like, you know what? After a few drawings, I was like, yeah, they're right. Because I got
well,
a
it's like
lot
how
better.
it hangs,
Yeah.
and I know that sounds bad, but it's like how it hangs. Like, actually, people that are actually heavier are kind of more fascinating to draw because how their skin drapes and stuff. I know that sounds weird,
Yeah.
and but it's like this. Hi, Prismatics, how are you? You will join in a second. Yes, come here, come hither. So yeah, I have been enormously busy with what people can tell or something. I'm trying to go and figure out the water line because I kind of want her submerged, but I don't know. But it's kind of funny because some people are like going, "Why do you draw yourself?" It's like, I don't know. I kind of figure that's the least complicated thing.
Yeah, but I did notice that your art style has been definitely evolving, especially when it comes to these self portraits right here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
People go like, "Why do you do self portraits?" It's like it's kind of like easiest model to find is me.
Right.
And it's kind of weird, kind of like to think about like what I need to do or something like that. It's kind of funny that way. I love when people bother me about crap. Stop. So I can't believe that this is already getting into the end of April. Now we're going into May, and every weekend I have is busy. And then I'm doing Asian Invasion, which is a thing. So try and get her freaking legs going on. Trying to get the water line too. Yeah. So what are you working on right now in comic book art?
Well, aside from the usual shorts I make, right now I'm doing this thing I call cinematography art exercises, which basically I'm just sifting through like a lot of movies that I watch that I find that have a certain striking visual aesthetic to them,
Mhm.
and I basically just take a still frame and I draw it in my own style as a way to kind of like practice making cinematic shots. Because the way I want people to read my comics is, well, not the shorts and the jokes, but the official releases are like as if they're like reading a movie on a book, basically.
Mm-hmm. I see what you mean.
Like a lot of like quite a few Luc Besson films for some reason keep showing up. When I think about all the movies I watched, this one French movie called Angela or Angel A, whichever one. and been trying to find that movie so I can take some still frames of that too.
Oh, cool. So you're basically like taking cinema and kind of redrawing it
Yeah.
in your own style. Got it. Yeah. I'm just kind of like looking at trying to soften her face up, but kind of figuring out how to do it without making it too like, you know. Then I'm driving over to my friend's house and we're all gonna carpool to Vegas over to the con. My curmudgeonness, my crankiness. It's like I get all pissy too. I'm just like, I hate you all. So yeah, it's like it's kind of one of those things. Ugh. Look at my fat black cat right here. Her big ass is her thick big ass. You know what happened? Seriously, legit. My ginger cat looked down because like she was walking by and he was on the sofa. He's like, he had this look on his face like, and he went and hit her on the ass. And I'm like, wow, you couldn't resist that, could you, dude?
Damn, even cats got that dog in them.
Yeah, and he's neutered too.
Wow.
And she hits him all the time. You know what they say. Here, let me show you what she looks like. I think you've seen her, but this is her. Let me pick your ass up. Come here. Oh, God. She's getting fucking huge. See, look at that thick ass right there. He started hitting that. And then her legs are like thick too. So she's not like fat for the sake of being fat. Like she's actually like kicked him too. Like she's actually jumped him and kicked him in with her hind legs.
Damn.
Yeah. She beats him up. And then of course, like my mom called my orange cat a old white man. It's like, and when he saw her, she was a kitten, my mom, and she's like, I like her. Will she stay small? It's like, no, she's not. You get over here. She's like kind of mad. What? You hear her whine?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it's funnier because like she got really fucking angry at she like got mad at my friend Lawrence and she just reared her head back like a chicken neck, like, and then just fucking slapped him twice on the wrist.
Damn.
And then ran off.
I think one time you told me that she swung at him and like you like heard the swing, you know? Like when
Oh,
you
that
swing.
was Spam. She hit Spam on the face. Or like she's like like I don't understand, but what? What ink? She's like, what? Lawrence would tell me in the days, like in the 90s, he would like hear like them go like Koepp. I'm like, now like I read up on those guys and those guys be all like playing like baseball to like resolve their difference. They're like, yeah, we're kind of tired of shooting. There's a lot of people that died. I'm like, and so they all play baseball to like freaking like work out their problem.
Wow.
Okay, here's Prismatics. He's a cool dude from Norway.
Hello.
Yo, how are you doing?
Fine.
Yeah.
A bit tired, but fine.
Yes, this is my friend Tariq. He's from where are you at in New York?
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
Hello.
What's up?
Yeah. He likes thick girls.
Okay. That's fine.
You're like, that's cool. I'm good with that.
Yeah, it's none of my business, but sure, go ahead.
No, it's a kind of a joke because he draws that a lot. And like,
okay.
sometimes I mess with him and I send him stuff. It's like, oh, hey, Tariq, check this one out. And one time this person drew like these really thick, like dinosaur women. I'm like, let me see how he says. And I sent it to him. He's like, I hate you. And he saved all the pictures. I wonder if Vic's coming. Vic is a 16-year-old kid from Indiana. I wonder
Who
where's
knows?
Quentin.
Maybe he shows up.
Hmm?
Who knows? Maybe he shows up.
Yeah, he probably will, or he's probably sleeping because he spent all the night out, and then he'll be like he'll be all like mad at me about something because he's an angsty teen.
Mm,
Because you know how angsty teens are.
yeah, I used to be one long time ago.
I used to be one too, and then I was an angry college kid. That was smart.
Yeah, and I'm just an angry person on Twitter.
You're like based on Twitter. You're just like, screw you. You suck. You're stupid. You know.
Well, what should I even care anymore? I give up with people sometimes. I mean, I should just be just as angry as the morons on Twitter when I'm barking back at them. That's, well, my position.
So
I've
what was that
taken.
woman singing about floppy titties about? You know. You were like, I saw you on Twitter and you were talking about her and you're like, what the, and you put up clips and it's just like, this is just a person that kind of sings weird. So I don't know what the hell that was about.
Oh, you mean Mecha Random? Oh no. That's that person is she's a very special case. Do you know her? Have you
I
watched
don't
her
know of
content?
her or anything. I'm kind of like not really that big of a huge presence on Twitter other than I know you and some of my friends and, you know, Eagle Rider, but I don't know.
Oh yeah,
I don't really
Rosetta.
search out Twitter or something.
Rosetta. I think she has a little bit knowledge about that
Yeah,
awful woman. She, to make it very short, that woman has she's just a she's just a she's just drama basically, and she will cause issues, and the stuff that she says on Twitter and on YouTube, it draws a lot of negative attention, well, towards her because she's a bitch.
What did
I
she
mean,
say?
well, when she used to have some form of not really fame, but she was in a lot of circles on, I'm guessing Geeks and Gamers, if you know that group, and yeah, well, a lot of YouTube content creators. But then, and then she reacted to Zack Snyder when he, what was the drama again? Well, he
I think
said
his daughter
something.
killed herself or something. Like one of his kids killed themselves, which is really kind of messed up and sad.
Well, she also said that Zack Snyder passed her daughter around P word would. So, yeah. She's that kind of bitch. She has no filters. It's so awful. Ugh.
Hmm.
If you look into her history, you'll get a massive headache.
Why
Mentally,
is she?
physically, emotionally,
What
etc.
is she? Drama or something?
What?
I don't really care to really look into it, but
Nah, you shouldn't pay attention to people like that. She called herself a harpy, and I guess that makes sense in a way.
uh
But yeah, but she went after some of my friends, so of course I had to respond. And that's the thing, I'm a very loyal person when it comes to people that I'm friends with and people that I like. And if some idiot person is trying to go after them, attacking them, harass them, then yeah, I will just bite back at them. So yeah. She's one of those stupid Americans. Like we have those stupid people in Norway and basically every other countries, I guess. But yeah, if you don't know her, just don't pay attention or energy to her. She's human garbage, basically.
I see.
Yeah.
I'm just like drawing this thing. I have this idea for this painting.
It looks
And I don't-
good.
Thank you. I'm trying to see what goes on with that because it's sort of like a challenging thing. I'm thinking about it, drawing it and painting it. Hey, Jason, got 2 people from LinkedIn. All right, dude. Yeah. But yeah, I know what you mean. It's like very strange to myself. But yeah, but it's kind of funny. Tariq, since he's from New York, he had a funny thing about like what to say about the Bronx. Is it okay if you say what you say on the Bronx, what you told me
Wait, what was that?
about like what does the Bronx look like? Like I've never lived there.
Oh, I mean, it has a reputation for being, really like basically like dirtier than the rest of New York.
Hmm.
And a lot like I don't know, most New Yorkers would tell you like there's really no reason to go there because it's like there's really nothing there besides. I mean, like just a few weeks ago, now I said like about sometime almost 2 months ago, there was this mugging that took place, and it was all on, one of those cameras that hang off the side of buildings, and these were like probably one of the most extra muggers that you would have ever seen, right? It's like they had both of the guys at gunpoint and they knocked both of them, well, they knocked out one of them who wasn't even trying to put up a fight, and then they took all his stuff, and then the other guy, they kept hitting him while he was trying to give him their stuff, and then they knocked him out, and then for some reason just kept standing around him and just kept, I don't know, like they was just yanking his body around and like throwing him around and shit. And I'm like, dude, what? And apparently the guy didn't even know who they were. It was just a random mugging. And they just, I don't know, felt like they were proving some kind of point. But it's like, it's like it's a lot more rats and roaches in that part. It's really just a place that unless you're born there, you really have no other reason to be there.
I think didn't you say like it was kind of like if people had a ton of kids and like they didn't clean up properly. That's what it looked like. I'm like, damn.
Yeah. It kind of feels like you go over to a person with a lot of kids' house and damn near everything you touch is sticky. Sounds like that.
And I think when that happened, I showed you a pile of vomit on like the side of the road, and you're like, yeah, that's kind of what it is.
Yeah.
Prismatics is like, what?
It's crazy because I have a few friends that are from the Bronx, and they'd be like, "Yeah, I agree. That's why I'm. That's why I'm trying to leave."
That person that I showed you, Prismatics, is probably familiar with that person too. That person's from the Bronx, and I'm like, you would be like, yeah, that explains things.
Who?
So let's see here. So working on any drawings today, or what are you guys working on today?
Right now I'm working on this screenshot. Well, it's one exercise. It's, one of the scenes of Lilu from The Fifth Element.
Just tired. I'm just like going that way. I try not to see the forest for the trees or the trees before the forest just because I want to get that thing of the water going on. But it's not. Oh, cool. My freaking stuff is out for delivery. Awesome. So freaking I hope it's there before that. Anyway, so how are you doing, Prismatics?
What I'm doing right now. I'm trying to figure out my computer because I have some issues with it. So technical stuff, I guess.
So what is it like in Norway doing Norwegian things?
Doing Norwegian things like what?
I don't know. I don't live in Norway. You tell me.
Well, Norwegian things like skiing. I don't know. There's nothing really special about the stuff that we're doing in Norway. I mean, we now going from April to May, so we have our what do we call it? Independence Day, National Day, the 17th of May. So, and there's a lot of holidays in May for us. So yeah, that's what's going on, I guess, in Norway after April. So there will be a lot of people preparing for the 17th of May with their bunads, which is the national clothing. Is that what you call it? For our country. So yeah, stuff like that.
Hmm.
I'm just guessing. But then again, I don't pay too much attention to my country because I think it's boring.
Boy, it's kind of like British people. Like I don't pay attention to my country because it's boring.
Well, it is. I mean, what's exciting about Norway? It's an expensive country to live in. Well, it's up in the north in Europe, Scandinavia. There's cold. There's cold over here. Thankfully, we're going. We're moving on towards summer. So, well, there's nothing else, at least from my perspective, that I find interesting. So yeah, it's
Yeah, I'm drawing an android body. It's kind of weird. It's almost like drawing a nude, except it's very, very, very like solid, like a doll. You know?
Yeah. Like atomic heart.
Yeah, it's like strangely atomical, but not. So yeah. Do you draw two prismatics? I don't think I've asked.
I do, but it's not at your level or most people's level. It's just a normal level when it comes to artistic skills. I just draw for fun when I feel like it.
I mean, it's like you don't have the love like you do, like we do.
Yeah, and I'm too busy working, to be honest. I have two jobs that I have to pay attention to every single freaking day, almost. So yeah, and I don't really have any artistic skills or talents like that. But I wish I was able to draw like what you're drawing right now, because that's awesome.
Thank you. Somebody was writing to me how English is like hard to like comprehend. It's like a headache. I was kind of laughing because he said other stuff that wasn't like PC, which was hilarious too. Oh, Tariq dropped. Oh shit, Prismatics dropped out.
No.
Anyway, so what are you up to right now? You're just looking at that and the cinematic. Oh, there he is. Some of his connection issues are a bitch.
Yeah.
There you are. You're back.
Yeah, I damn it, I accidentally misclicked. So I closed this.
Oh.
I closed the stream. Well,
Oops.
the browser, I guess.
Yeah, that happened. It's okay. I should look at Android bodies and see what the hell is going on. Oh.
Oh, BRB.
Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of excited going to Vegas.
Playing you gonna play on the slots and stuff like that?
No, I'm gonna be selling my artwork and getting Demon Bitch out to the masses.
No.
You know how I am.
Right. But speaking of the whole, English being hard to learn, I did see this. Not sure who made the skit, but this guy was talking about how like English is a stupid language because a lot of the singulars and the plurals don't make any sense. Like the
Well, there's a
plural,
lot of regular, yeah.
Yeah, like the plural for tooth is teeth, but the plural for phone booth is not phone beef and shit like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. It takes from a lot of other languages too.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not that other languages don't. It's just that particularly that one, because I guess I don't want to say continental because that sounds odd, but I guess it's such a continental language. Like the rest of them, they kind of adapt, and it was used a lot for trade, a lot more for trade than a lot of other languages. It seems like in the European area, because they had the Dutch East Indian Company, but it was but I don't know if that was in England primarily or because I think it was, which is weird because it's Dutch, right? That's not English, but whatever. But I don't know. It somehow worked out, so I don't know. It's funny how island nations take over everything. I mean, when you look at Japan, they took over everything for a while.
yeah. I heard someone say like they basically like the Britain of Asia.
Yeah, and the Koreans were the Irish. And then, of course, we Asians devolve into like saying fucked up shit. So there you go. I don't like this chalky stuff. What I don't like in some comic book art is that sometimes they don't do the fine lines anymore so much. And if they do, it's kind of done in a way that's very choppy and not very assertive. Like, for example, hey, Jay Ray, what's up? It's kind of like when you look at when you look at Battle Angel Alita, right? There's a lot of fine lines and all that, but it's actually, you could tell what the character is. Sometimes people draw like characters and then they don't draw the lines well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's funny that you should mention Alita because like I just started collecting like the omnibus editions of the manga.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's I don't think it's the original story though. I think it's the let's see.
Not the rewrite, but I think you know what you mean. Like it continued on the story.
Yeah, I think it's the Last Order.
Jay, I have not seen you in a while. Remember Jay, Tariq?
Yeah.
Greetings. It's good to see people on here that I haven't seen in a while. You guys should come back more. My friend David should have been on here, but he's a dork.
Yeah.
He DMs me because he'll watch it from his TV because it's connected to his computer, and he'll just message me from his phone and comment there.
I'm not gonna lie, I did see that you were doing the whole lunch hour thing again. I was like, oh shit. At one point I thought you were like, kind of, moving on to other stuff, but then I just saw it one day. I was like, oh, okay, but then it said it ended already. I'm like, shit.
Yeah, well, now you go. There you go. I kind of like extend the thing of like talking and stuff because I like connecting with my audience and everything. Now I've got, you know what song I have in my head that probably every Asian person like listens to if they want to get stuff done? You want to know? Huh?
Yeah.
The song I'll Make a Man Out of You. I don't know why, but I was listening to that as I was working out and I thought that kind of worked.
Well,
Yeah,
it's a very inspiring song, actually.
Well, it also makes me think I Can Make You a Man from Rocky Horror Picture Show for some reason.
It's very motivational. Is that even a word in English?
Yeah, it's very motivational. And it's funny because it's like tranquil as a forest. I said, why are we getting into these Asianisms? Like, oh, we must go figure out the forest in the sun dew. I'm like, go away. I'm tired of that stuff.
Not gonna lie, I didn't realize
continue.
it was no. I was gonna say I didn't realize that the song was also sung by Jackie Chan. And so
Yeah,
I
and the
listened to that
Cantonese
version,
version.
and I was like, okay, I didn't even know this guy sung.
Oh yeah, he's a great singing voice.
Yeah.
I got a chance to catch him on Wednesday. Yes, you did. I'm just saying, yes, you did. Sometimes Lawrence will pop in on here.
Have you guys have you seen the live action Mulan? You know,
I heard about
since
it,
you're
but I heard it
speaking
kind
of
of sucked.
that song, I don't want to watch it when I learn about what it was all about, because this is not the cartoon that I grew up with.
Well, first of all, the cartoon they kind of made some liberties. Like it is an actual
Yeah,
Chinese
that's-
tale, but it's different, But like the stupid shit that they would put in there, maybe they go, it's like yuck 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 yuck, right? And some of it was like, remember, a girl like that only happens once every dynasty. It's like, please stop now with the stop.
Like talking about with the live action show, they said that.
No, when they came out with like the movie, the animated movie,
Oh yeah.
and I was like, oh my god, did they just say what I thought that they would have said?
And the thing is, I understand this. It's not the exact same tale, the same story in a way, because it's like a different adaptations of it.
No, it was just funny because it was like, I wasn't like, oh, they're racist or whatever. I was just laughing because they were just going like, they're like, oh, the Szechuan sauce is back, and I'm like going, I wonder how America is that.
Yeah,
I was
isn't
laughing.
that like a McDonald's sauce thing or something?
Yeah, it was a
like that?
McDonald's sauce, and they brought it back when they did the live action movie, and they're like, I want my Szechuan sauce, and I'm like, I wonder if that's gonna be like frickin' chop suey. The story behind that. I'm not Chinese, guys, but I know a lot about it. So, does anybody know what the story behind chop suey is or was?
No, sorry.
Yeah. Okay,
I don't
the
even know
legend
about it
behind,
because the System of a Down.
I think it's like mostly a Chinese American thing, but it's mostly American. So what it is that, so there was a mining town, there's a lot of Chinese and, mostly Chinese labor. I think Mexican labor too, like during the gold rush, right? So there were restaurants and stuff over in the gold rush mining days. And what was hilarious was, so these miners come in and say, give us your best food to this Chinese proprietor. And they looked at him and they said, okay. And then all they had was like all the freaking leftovers and all the shit in the back. Like they didn't cook at all. So they put it all together as this random mess and they brought it out and they loved it. And that's how chop suey was born.
Wow.
That's what I heard. And we were kind of laughing about it, my friends and I.
Really? Huh.
Yeah. Like fortune cookies are not a Chinese thing. That is actually primarily an American thing.
Oh.
If you actually eat real freaking Chinese food, it's very, very different. Like I even eat Muslim Chinese food too. Because near where I live in LA, there's this place called San Gabriel Valley. And so, yeah, there's Chinatown in downtown LA, but that's mostly Cantonese Chinese, which counts, but it's mostly been touristified, right? That area. But if you go to the other stuff, which is Mandarin, which they call the new money, you actually go over there and you can eat like really legit all sorts of Chinese food. So I eat the shit out of everything.
So it's more authentic food.
Yeah, I
than
mean, you'll have different ones. Like,
Western-based food in a way.
yeah.
Still,
It's
I
kind
don't
of,
think I've tried like actual ramen just yet.
you haven't and you live in New York.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It's really just a matter of like trying to find like what's the best place to go to. Because I mean, there was a Naruto ramen. There is one around here, but a lot of people saying it's not as good as it sounds. And I don't like
Okay.
I've always hated the idea of like spending money on food and you anticipating it's gonna be good and then it sucks.
Okay. Here, Mikey Chen does the New York City Ramen Part 1. Put it in the private chat. What the frick? Oh, hold on. There you go.
Cool.
I used to not do ramen because it was like poor crap, and I was a poor college student. I said, I don't want to be in that. But then now I eat ramen, and I say, oh, okay, it's a special magical dish in itself.
Yeah.
And I got more into green onion than I ever have.
Yeah.
but actually it's kind of bad for you because it's very salty. It's just meant for a
Right.
quick meal. But I got the bao, like the bread, the Shanghai style bread, where it's like the soup bread. So it's like the bread, but it's stuffed with a bunch of meat inside. You bite into it and it's soup inside. There's also soup dumplings too, which are really tasty.
Yeah.
Some man, great typhoon. Some man. Now people nowadays will be like, "That's fucked up. You talk about toxic masculinity." Like, shut up already. It was just a fun song. Go away. I get annoyed with people. It's like, I can't enjoy things, huh? Because of you. Fuck off.
Yeah, and that's the sad part with social media. You will get people who will try to butcher you because you are enjoying something they don't like.
And
Oh,
it's
well.
funny because I do this thing called blocking them and they cry. And they
Yeah.
go like, "How come you're not validating my existence?" I said, "I don't need to. Now go wither away. We're just ignoring you now."
It's the best to say, just fuck off, go away, you gremlin, you're disgusting. That's how that's what I'm recently learned, and that's really sad of me to say that I recently learned that. But when it comes to people on the internet, because I used to actually believe that people had some form of humanity and being able to be a good person in a way, but hey, nasty people, I guess.
Well, I mean, just the thing is that you'll go like, "Oh," I think people like taking it up the ass figuratively, like where they go, "Oh, well, you can't do anything," so they get all, but then they crap on you if you try to do something, and it's like, go away.
Mm-hmm.
Just because you gave up doesn't mean I have to. Go away.
Mm-hmm.
I like that song by Tim Curry, like "I Can Make You a Man." That's a funny song. But yeah, it's like funny. They're like, "Tranquil as the forest."
Do 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 do.
Did I ask for daughters when I asked for sons? You're the saddest bunch
Bunch
I
I
ever
never
met.
met, but you can bet.
Yeah,
Please continue.
just because humanity exists on the internet, just that one of less than the 1% of the internet. That's true. That's true. Well, I've noticed that there was a range of age, and I don't want to go and say this of every single woman of people in that age because I think Tariq qualifies. But even Tariq and I, we were talking about this, and we noticed that, like, is it just us, or is it like people that are in the age range of 25 to 30 are just like the really messed up people, or these real jerks that like have no concept of self-esteem, but they need to crap on
Ooh,
everybody else.
that's a good question.
Because it's like they don't seem to have any good impulse control either. And it's like, well, that's every generation. I said, yeah, but what's really gnarly about this section of generation is that they'll find all the other generations that have people like that and draw them to them in this massive critter ball. That's what I've noticed. It's like weird. It's like a lot of the really screwed up things perpetrated by people now are a lot in that age range. And I'm like, and it's like when you hear them talk, it's just that they're so like angry about nothing.
But the thing is, would they be just as angry when you met them in person?
Probably.
I'm not so sure about that, to be honest, because
Oh
I
God,
believe
I'm already of jerks. This is great. All
because
has here. He wrote this. Katamari of jerks. I'm gonna leave that up there. Sorry, go on, dude.
no, it's fine. Because I believe that because they are able to sit in front of a computer or they're sitting with their phone, whatever it is, and that it makes it easy for them to be a keyboard warrior. Basically, that's what I think, and I'm in the same category in a way.
Yeah, and
But
I know.
still, I grew up in the early 90s, so I see something that is it's different in a way from the people who are born late in the 90s or in the early 2000s.
Hey, Timothy. Yeah, I know
So,
what you
yeah.
mean. And again, I'm not trying to be like all freaking kids and stuff. I mean, we Gen Xers got that like plenty of times, right?
Those damn kids.
Yeah, it's like, but it's like it's weird because it's like I was talking to somebody, and I said, you know, what's weird is like if I have somebody with like a shaved haircut or something like that, or like vividly dyed hair, I feel kind of extra weird around them just because I've just had really horrible experiences with them.
But the
You
thing
know?
is, you're not alone with that, because when I see that, I'm also thinking, should I be careful? Should I not, express myself in a way because I might actually offend you? But I'm in that same category because because of this younger generations, they're freaking weird in a way. And the colorful hair, shaved hair, whatever it is, that shouldn't be a trademark for you, like a red flag in a way.
Probably.
But it has become in a way, and that's ooh.
And I hate that because my generation, we had that, but we weren't jerks, you know? Like,
We also had that. We
I mean, people
also
were saying, like Owl Hatch is saying, the first generation permanently switched on people when the internet was genuinely like the Wild West and weren't adult enough to adapt properly to it. That's my guess. I said, I guess so, but that's crazy, though. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Sorry to interrupt, but hey, what's up, Timothy? I think I did say it. Yes. Yes, I did. But it's kind of funny. I was talking to somebody and I said, like, yeah, the proportions look right. Sometimes it's hard to tell. I think her proportions look right. I think her hand must be a little bit big, but I don't know if I shorten it or make it smaller, it doesn't make it look right. You know what I mean?
I think it looks great. I mean, I'm mesmerized by the way you're drawing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I should do an ASMR of drawing and shut the hell up.
ASMR. No, I said mesmerized.
Well, no, like do an ASMR video of like drawing and not saying anything, and people are just like,
You probably have to say something, I guess, or make noises in a way.
I don't know. I mean, I just ASMR, 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 ASMR.
You should probably have a microphone attached to your cat, and that will be the ASMR.
Which one, the whiny shit, or the ginger dumbass?
The one who makes most noises.
That would be Eek. You
Yeah.
probably heard her whine.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go forward with this. I'm not happy with the proportions, but it's not completely crappy.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah. So I'm kind of excited on the drive because my friends, we also all love cooking. My friend, her husband is my friend too. And then we're gonna all cook and stuff. And they're foodies. So he said, oh yeah, there's this place that's Armenian stuff. You should check it out. I'm like, ooh.
Mm.
You know what I'm jealous of is like how artists can do thick globs of paint. To me, I hate it in a way because it's sort of like bothers me because I don't know if I can get it delicate enough. You know, like how Monet did that. Monet did like the thick globs of paint, but made it look, his paintings look ethereal. And now it's like I do it and it looks like crap. I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody said, no, it doesn't look like crap. I mean, I just have certain standards, and sometimes I'm like, I don't know if I like that. It just doesn't seem to fit me. But I'm gonna try it. What the hell not? Why the hell not? Like Alex Ross, my God, that guy, he's insane.
Yeah, like I think just recently was reading the Marvels. It's like this yeah, I think Alex Ross also did the artwork on that. It's like this telling of like the origins of the Marvel universe, and that and Kingdom Come, I would say, is like two of my most favorite comic books that he did artwork for.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
Kingdom Come, I have it signed by Mark Waid.
all right.
I mean, I like Kingdom Come. That was a good movie. I mean, that was a good graphic novel. Because I mean, what marvels me about Alex Ross is that Alex Ross does this thing where he does this amazing freaking work where, you know, it's each freaking panel's a painting, but it's not static. It doesn't look dead. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? There's dynamic movement through that. And he's one of the rare people that can do that, I think, in comics, because I've seen people paint in comics, and I'm not saying all they're shitty painters, they're good painters, but some of them have that still, like they have that pane look, like that stained glass pane where it depicts one system at a time, which is nice. It's good, but it's like with Alex Ross, it's constantly fluid motion almost. And I don't know how he does that. And the fact he can do what he can do, it's like amazing to me. I think he's one of the better artists, like in terms of that type of level of drawing. Now, again, there's like a lot, like people ask me, what's your favorite artist? I don't have one favorite. I just pick out notable ones that I think I like due to these reasons. You know, and I think also that, go on, sorry.
No, I was just gonna say I always felt like what draws me to an artist art style is usually how they draw female characters. Because like you have 'cause like I remember when I first like really started to take drawing seriously, and I was really emulating like Dragon Ball Z because that was like my shit at the time during middle school. But I would always just draw like muscular dudes because it looked cool with spiky hair and shit. But then I read Bleach and I read Tite Kubo's work, or Tite Kubo's work, I'm not sure how you pronounce it. And I saw the way that he draws women, and I was like, you know what? Let me try to do this. And then I started drawing more and more. Then I started looking at artists like damn it, what the hell? I just had his name. Um anyway, he does like a lot of DC artwork. And I saw that how
Jim
he
Lee?
draws women. Yeah, Jim Lee.
Oh, yeah.
And I saw how he draws female characters, and then I started looking at this plethora of various artists that worked on mainly Marvel in the early 2000s, and I guess that you could say that they're responsible for why my art looks the way it does now. So
You know what was the stupidest thing that I ever heard a couple people say about a couple of the people that in comics is that they were saying Todd McFarlane traces. I said, you mean his own artwork that he pencils? What are you talking about? No, he traces. I saw him trace over other artwork. I'm like, and photographs. I'm like, okay, mouth breather, whatever. He was like, yeah. I'm like, I've seen videos of the dude trace. He traces. I mean, he may use reference, but he traces, like he didn't. I mean, sorry, not trace. He uses reference, but he draws from scratch. I don't know where you get that from.
Yeah.
Like, all right, dumbass. And then the other one, it was kind of funny. It's kind of like, you know, I haven't found the nerd community to be like as bad as they made it out to be. But one of the weird things that they'll say to me, like I'll run into just some weirdo that says, oh, you're that guy that makes it like this. So one guy said, oh, you know why why they made Psylocke Asian? I'm like, why? And they said, oh, because Jim Lee, he can only draw Asian women. I'm like, go fuck off.
Hey, you mean wasn't she always Asian?
They said, oh, do you know why Psylocke turned Asian? Because that's how Jim Lee could only draw women that were Asian. I'm like, fuck off. Like that was one of the stupidest things I'd ever heard. I looked at that and I'm like, you are dumb, and walked away. I mean, the guy can draw. I've heard he's gone toe to toe with Liefeld, and like they draw, and then like it's almost indistinguishable. Although now when I see Captain America, I think of that one picture from Rob Liefeld.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying that to mock him. I'm not into mocking Liefeld. I from what I understand, Liefeld has a very interesting personality. It's a very vibrant and very I don't want to say bad person. It's like it's a very driven personality, and it's a very like eager boy personality. But sometimes that can rub people the wrong way, I've noticed. But you know, I mean, when people shit on him, I'm like going, okay, who's at the other end of the table? You or him? Shut up.
Yeah.
Like what? Say what you say about him. The guy like has iconic shit going on.
Yeah, I mean, like every artist eventually makes some artwork that's not their best stuff, but that doesn't automatically discredit all the other artwork they've done.
No. I just think it's funny that people just do this whole thing like, I'm shitting on you because I want to go and fucking be the man. I'm like, all right, stupid, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, you dumb fuck. I just don't have respect for people that do that shit, personally. Like, if I were to really hate an artist, They'd have to give me a fucking good reason to me not like them. I mean, first of all, they'd have to like have crappy artwork, have horrible ethics on how they draw their artwork, meaning like they trace everything, like they
Right.
plagiarize, like
Yeah.
that bad, and they have to have a horrible personality.
Right.
That's my thing. So I'm gonna go and play something real quick. I do have to take a quick break, but you guys keep talking. I'm gonna go and play a little commercial because we got some sponsors, and after that, I should be back. Let me just go down and do that. I'll be right back, guys.
Mm-hmm.
First world, come in and take a seat. Pay us no attention, it's all conspiracy. We have satire and parody, some funny, some perverse. If none of it's offensive to you, you'd be the first.
Welcome back, I guess. Christie is taking a break, so you have me and Tariq. Am I pronouncing that correctly?
Yeah.
Yeah, the other person, I guess. Sorry. And we're here waiting for her to return.
I'm a setting sun, but I'll never run. I'm a dead man walking. I'm a dead man walking. I will stay and fight as long as I'm alive. I'm a dead man walking. I'm a dead man walking. I'm a dead man walking. Hell's at my door. I'm a shadow of the man I was before. I'm a dead man walking. Before I die, I'll take every soul I can into the night and kill till I die. And kill till I die.
Hey guys, so I'm back. What happened to Tariq? Did he have to go?
I don't know. Maybe I spooked him up.
Oh, it was your goat lord thing, right?
I don't know. He probably pops back in, I guess.
Right?
I don't know.
I'm just looking at something really quick right here. Because you know how we have to do, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Yeah. So sorry, guys. I had to go to the loo. But, oh, there's Tariq. What happened, dude? You fell off. Can't hear you, dude. There we go. You there?
Am I back now?
Yeah, you're back now. Yeah. I had to hit the restroom. I was like, damn it. So usually I can do it in a minute, but I couldn't. Racer Rabbit did not want to do the thing. So I'm blocking out some white here. I'm a dead man walking. Doo-doo. Okay, so we're doing the other one. So I'm blocking out the colors right now. Whatever that is. So I'm going to go and do this color right here. Skin color set. I do that pale ass thing. Do-do. Okay. Dead man walking. That's a good one. Laurie is actually really good in what she does in terms of the Pale Rider. It's basically no one can die. I mean, you can die, but you don't die or pass on. So they're trying to figure out what happened. So it's like you can continuously live, but then you'll rot to pieces.
That fucking sucks.
Yeah, it's like, I like immortality. Awesome. But it basically like, oh yeah, but you rot. That's like, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Sounds pleasant.
Yeah. Kind of reminds me of some people I've met. Yeah, Prismatics, I showed you the same thing as I showed Tariq. That individual.
Oh yeah, that person.
Yeah. That thing.
Yeah, how is that thing doing?
I don't think very well. I'll send it to you. I sent it to Tariq, but I'll send it to you. Let's see here.
Thing is, I try to be a caring person, but at some point I don't care anymore. And oh, isn't the photo? Uh-huh.
You're looking at like, what the fuck?
What the hell? No comments.
Make that a bit darker.
This picture, it looks like it's from the freaking Teletubbies.
I think it is from the Teletubbies.
Oh, maybe that's one of the characters, the red one, when I think about it.
Oh yeah, the purple one?
No, the red one.
Oh, the purple one was weird.
Who? But hey, it's
Just
all
not an
of them are
aesthetic
weird.
thing. I just don't think it's attractive when a dude holds a purse. It's kind of strange to me.
Hey, which ones were girls and boys exactly? I forget.
Lala and I want to say
Yeah.
Nana, but I'm getting that mixed up with other stuff.
No, it's
With,
Lala.
Lala, and there's like one more, isn't it?
Poe, I guess.
Oh, I think Poe is a girl.
I don't know.
They're all kind of
There
weirdly
was
androgynous.
there was Tinky Winky and Dipsy, Lala and Poe. Oh, that's so sad. I remember that. And I didn't really watch that when I grew up. That terrible show. But yeah, the purple one was the oldest one with the damn purse, and then was Dipsy and Lala and Poe.
Oh, there's Tinky Winky, Lala, Tinky Winky, Lala, and something else.
Well, there's also a fourth one. Tinky Winky, Dipsy, Lala, and Poe. That's how we pronounce them in Norway, I guess, at least.
No, that's pretty much right.
Yeah.
And it was British, and it was like very boring.
Yeah,
And that's the show.
And it's also the creepy son and the vacuumer. Ugh.
It's
I
like
didn't even know that was a British show.
it was a
So, like,
British show,
Yeah.
Of course.
and it's like
Should have taken someone named Tinky Winky.
so. I sat there and I looked at it, and I just said, you know, is this why like Americans think Europeans are degenerate?
And here's the funny thing: since you asked which one of these characters were female or male, whatever, I never saw this character as having any gender because they're freaking what the hell aliens. I don't know.
They're these things.
There's
That's
a
all you got to say. It's like,
There's a
I don't know
freaky
what the fuck
looking.
you are.
Yeah. Ugh, but I
Like they were kind of like these weird genderless, faceless things or something.
Yeah.
Yep. Basically a kid show on the crack, in a way.
He ate this weird looking ass pudding that came out of a machine.
It's a weird looking ass pudding. Now I'm gonna see like walking bits of pudding. Thank you so much, Tariq. I love you.
One thing that was really crazy about that though is that the baby that was the son is now a grown ass woman with a daughter. So
Hey Jim, what's up?
Oh.
So, grown ass woman with a daughter.
yep. I'm like,
That's
damn,
funny.
the baby from Teletubbies has a baby now.
Let's see. Yeah, you're kind of like, oh yeah, that time flew.
But that doesn't really surprise me. I mean, that show was in the 90s.
It was something. Let's see here. I don't know if I want it green. I want it more bluish purple. Jim O'Reilly Auto Parts. By the way, if people are wondering, I'm like being weird to Jim about that. No, Jim's actually a very good-natured fellow. Ooh, so we got that. Okay, cool. And then I'm gonna go and start. I don't know. I'm trying to do the overlay lines on something, but I kind of want to do this on this. Jim O'Reilly Auto Parts. So I'm gonna go do the. I think I'll do the dark area first, and then I'll kind of do the highlight worms in a minute. As I said, I'm excited to go to Vegas because like a lot of people that I'm friends with are going there for the con to work it. And I get to meet new fans. Always a pleasure to meet new fans.
Yeah, I see a lot of people on Twitter posting about it.
Oh yeah? That's awesome.
So if you meet people that I know and that you know, just say that I'm saying hi from Norway.
Oh, okay. I don't know who I would know they know you unless they would just say, hey, I know Prismatics. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, just ask random strangers. Please do.
I'm pretty sure they will volunteer that info.
I'm just kidding. If you meet Rosetta, tell her that I said hi. At least her.
Where's she at? Iowa, right? That
I
is
don't
nowhere
know.
close.
I don't know. America's a freaking big country. Yeah,
Yeah, I know. People often confuse America with a lot of things.
like
They go,
Britain.
oh, let's do stuff like Europe does. I said, that doesn't quite work.
For many reasons.
I mean, I'm not trying to bag on it. It's just like our size and demographics are very different.
Yeah, exactly. And that's fine. I don't really care.
Yeah. I mean, no, I don't think you would care, but it's just, it's funny.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Prismatics, I'm aggressive.
I feel targeted. Stop it. I'm being sarcastic, by the way.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah, but
I don't think I have that thin of a skin. Ooh.
there now I know prismatics.
Prismatics. There you go. Well, I'm going to Vegas, guys. So you guys are coming there. You can get a sketch cover. Now, I don't know if I'll be able to get you guys sketch covers that I was a little confused about that because I've never done the sketch cover thing like that before. But apparently the sketch cover will be basically that's what I have if you bring one. And that's what it starts off as 35. And I think I said 45 for inking and then 60 for coloring because I'll go all out coloring. So there you go.
And they wait on you while you do the whole thing?
I can, or they can go around the con. Usually I get everything done before the con is ended.
I always wondered how those things go.
I think that's how it works. So, yeah. I'm aggressively relaxing. Oh, yeah, basic bitch shit. I found like a great lip oil for my fucking face. People go, why is that important? I said, because I would get chapped lips and it hurts. But they wouldn't chap like down here. It would be chapping on my upper lip and it would fucking hurt like a bitch. I'm going to Heroes this year. Yeah, I'm going to Amazing Las Vegas this weekend with Mog and all that. Hold on. I've got my brother-in-law's brother. He's asking because my family's in NorCal. So they're asking where I'm going. And I go, I'm going there and I'm going to Oregon. Oh. Yeah, but they're super nice people. Because we both had this air fryer that was like recalled. And it's a fucking beast, bitch, right here. So I'll show you my new air fryer because I am that much of a cooking nerd. I'm still getting the hang of it, but I think I'm getting better at it. Let me see which one it is. Where is it? Because it's an air fryer, but it's an indoor grill too. Where the fuck is it? Sorry, I'm yawning, guys. Ooh. I got this one. Oh no, I got this other one. Sorry. Let me show you what this looks like. I'll put it in the private chat. Here you go. So also, Tariq, I put in the Mikey Chen ramen thing in the thing.
All right, cool, cool.
So I'm kind of blocking out the color, you guys, right here to kind of have an idea. And then I'm going to start. It's kind of cool. It's like, I actually kind of like how it's shaping up, even though it's like kind of really simple, but it's not bad. You know what I mean?
Right.
Is that air fryer I can't speak. Is that air fryer good?
I like it. So here's the thing. It's like a kind of a concept of an oven, or what it does is that if you spray, cooking spray on it, it'll crisp up the outside parts. The thing is, if you want to deep fry something like tempura or something dipped in batter, it's not going to work well. It has to be like breaded, if that makes sense.
I
Or
get what it
deep
means.
fried, it's like fries. It's not like you have a lot of batter on it or something, if that makes sense. Or if you do make it with batter, I would say freeze it so that the batter sticks and it's not dribbling into the thing. But I mean, it's like every air fryer is different. But I am fucking with mine. I'll let you know how it works. But I actually made some really nice grilled mackerel with it, and I made some really nice. I forgot what it's called, but it's Korean. There's a Korean word for sweet potato, like gogoman. And there's this one where you make it with soy sauce and it's kind of like a sugar syrup, and you cook it. So you deep fry the sweet potato, right? And then you toss, and then you mix it with this sauce that's like, it's brown sugar sauce. I mean, it's just like sugar sauce with some soy sauce and some sesame oil. And then when you're done, you take it out, and then you eat it with rice, like with your dinner. And it can be like a candy or a snack too. And then you eat it, and then it's really nice. It's like that umami, sweet and savory there.
I think I just might try it, but I don't know. Hopefully it's not too sweet because it's like make my teeth hurt.
It's not going to be like sweet potato sweet that you get over at Thanksgiving. I don't like those either. I know what you're talking about. I don't like those because it's gross to me. No, it's just sweet enough. Like you can put in sugar where it's sweet enough, but it doesn't have to be like cloyingly sweet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's like gogoman is like if you're in the mood for a sweet potato, like Japanese or Korean style, you get a Japanese or Korean style sweet potato. Usually they're pale. They're not the orange kind. Although I think it works with the yams too. And then you kind of wrap it, and then you cook it in this microwave for about like 3 to 5 minutes, depending on how big it is. And then you take it out, and then you could peel the skin off, and then you can eat it straight. That's what I do. And it's sweet, but it's not like, oh my God, I just ate a bunch of sugar sweet.
Okay, cool.
So it's like pleasant. I don't like the yams at Thanksgiving because they tend to like bake them really nasty. You know what I mean? I mean, I like deep fried food, and you generally deep fry the gogoman, but it's kind of a pain deep frying stuff because you have to deal with the oil and all that other stuff.
Yeah, it can be a bit harsh on the stomach in a way.
Yeah, so I just do air frying if you need deep frying. And as I said, if you want to do the batter stuff, I'd say freeze the battered stuff first so that it's just firm around it. So when you bake it, it's like it's not dribbling down into the grill or something.
No, I agree. My father got an air fryer. It was I think it was a Philips one. And I actually enjoyed it when he made fried potatoes in it, like potato wedges.
Mm-hmm.
And you didn't have all the oil and the batter and all that nonsense. And it was a bit more easy on your stomach.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes air fry. And also what's good is like sweet potatoes cooked that way. I don't know what it is, but it's like, I don't know if it's the type, but you actually get a lot more fiber than the potato. And actually potatoes don't react well with me because it's like they fill me up in a really uncomfortable way and it doesn't feel good.
There's a lot of starch in it, and that's why I don't eat a lot of that type of food. I don't really hate it, but I know that I'm not going to feel too well if I eat too much potato and stuff like that, or pasta for that matter, because it's so heavy on the body.
Yeah.
In a way.
It depends on the type of pasta. Like if I'm
That's
good
true.
because if I'm good at eating, like, if I make my own carbonara, the thing is that what people think is like with Italian food, I've been learning is that it's like really the pasta water and the starch, right?
Yep.
That gets
Yep.
the creaminess. But a lot of people will think, oh, I have to go and put in dairy. And it's like, actually, you don't really put in any dairy other than the cheese that you grate into it.
Mm-hmm.
So. There you go. I want to see if the shading looks right on these lily pads too. I'll pull back and I'll show you guys what the lily pads look like.
Mm-hmm.
Is it still mesmerizing?
It actually is, because it's I like watching people being creative. I really do. And it also helps that your art style are, from my perspective, is very unique. It's not some stupid call art style or something very mainstream. I really like it.
Oh, thank you. That's funny, the Cal Arts style. I know what you're talking about because Cal Arts is nearby my house.
Oh, it's so stupid.
What do you find stupid about it?
Well, it's so simplistic in a way, with the bean mouth and the sausage limbs. Well, it's fine in a way because it's more cartoonish in a way, but I like it when it's more detailed, and it's just not. It's Steven Universe in a way, just to summarize it.
Remember when they did Thundercats the same way, and that confused me more than anything.
Oh
Like,
god,
I hate that one. And they're like,
terrible.
Yeah, I sat there and I just looked at it and I was like going, I'm confused by this thing.
Yeah, and they also tried to make shows like High Guardian Spice, if you heard about that, which also was yeah, you know about it. Tariq. I mean,
that shit was, oh my gosh, that shit was trash. I don't think there's one YouTuber that made a positive review about it.
It was
Which one was this?
terrible. Oh,
it was this Crunchyroll original called High Guardian Spice. Basically, like a Western animation studio trying to look like an anime. Like it kind of looks like one of those American how to draw anime books.
Oh yeah, like they don't quite get it down, and you're like, what is this?
Think of like a Tumblr art, call arts, anime style thing.
You're
like the combination of all of them.
Damn, guys.
And the story was so freaking terrible. Holy.
What was the story of? I must not have heard of it. It must have been a blip, and literally it disappeared.
Do you want to explain it?
Honestly, I'm honestly not even sure what the story was supposed to be about, but the only thing I can remember that there were these characters basically known as Spice Guardians, and it's like this magical, kind of like magical schoolgirl type thing. I don't know.
Yeah,
it was really all over the place.
So magical girl / Harry Potter in a way, like Academy. Ugh,
but not really good.
Yeah, but it was so forgettable. It was like, huh, what the heck is this show is about again? That's how I felt after watching every single episode of that show. It's so terrible and forgettable. And there's a reason why it got cancelled. It didn't get a new season.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
It's also one of those shows they wanted to make sure they checked every single box for the representation audience.
Oh yeah, and I remember when they announced that show, they only talked about the representation, never about them show. How they had like an all-female cast or writers, whatever it was, and it was they tried to pander basically, and how it was LGBT. And me being part of that damn group, we're sitting there, this isn't interesting at all. This is terrible. And then I watched it and I got that confirmed. Oh well. Good riddance, I guess.
Yeah, it didn't exist anymore. Bye.
Bye, Felicia.
I think
That's the
Velma's
thing that I
kind of
like.
headed that same route. I don't think anybody really cares about that show now.
Oh,
Not
yeah,
really.
Velma's way worse.
Velma is kind of like if you sat with Shitbird for like a whole day and you were stuck in the same room with her.
At least I can give that show High Garden Spice a point that they're actually more creative because it was in a way original. But then Velma came up. Oh, compared to that, oh, that was a mess.
I didn't like Velma. I just thought it was just annoying. She was just an annoying. She was no longer a likable character.
Right.
It wasn't even Scooby Doo. I mean, they might even just call it something else, and
Well, the
that's
thing
it.
is that they said that it was supposed to be before when the gang met each other, and this is when they all met each other, and it was like they just got to know each other, but it just got kind of stupid. So I didn't understand like what because they were saying, oh, they're sexualizing minors. It's like, well, all kids are like fucking horny and shit. I'm like, yeah, but that's not something which you should. I don't know. I think it's just kind of weird that you went out of your way to do it. You know what I mean? It's like
Hmm.
it's sort of cringy in a weird way. These would be the same people that would get mad at the 80s where they say, oh, they have like you did this whole thing about blah 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 blah, and I'm looking at them like, okay, but then you get mad at like, but then you're doing the same crap in Velma where all the teenagers are kind of sexualized and stuff, and you're like, but you're getting mad at the 80s for doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're hypocrites.
Yeah,
That's what
pretty
they
much.
are.
Mhm.
But is that show getting a second season?
They were
I'm
talking about how it was, but I don't know. I haven't heard anything, so I guess nothing's happening.
oof. I hope
I
not.
don't really know. I mean, I just didn't like it because it was just the character was freaking annoying. Like I didn't like the character. I just think she was insufferable and annoying. And it was like, oh, let's go bash white people jokes again that are totally unfunny.
And it wasn't just that; it's just her behavior. Oh, you're that kind of person. You're the type of weirdo in school that you just want to avoid. That's how I felt about Velma. Oh
She just
God,
seemed like kind of a jerk off. I didn't like her at all.
she's a bully in a way, in her own way.
Yeah, it was weird. I didn't like her. It's just like Velma was supposed to be like this weird, quirky, like nerdy girl, that was kind of in her own world. Now she's just this asshole.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't like Velma for that reason. It's just like, that's not to me who Velma is. It's like, well, she made her Indian stuff. It's like, I don't give a shit about that. That I could care less. It's just that shit is stupid.
Well, the race change is the least of the problem with that show.
Yeah, it was just
I mean,
annoying. It was like, okay, we're gonna go bag on white guys again. Okay, that's nice.
But doesn't the chick who is one of the writers on the show, doesn't she like really like white guys? So
Well,
I don't
it's
get,
funny. I think she's married to a white dude herself.
yeah, that's the funniest thing about people like that. It's like, hold up, so you act as if they're like you despise them, but you like them at the same time.
Well, that's why it made
I
me
don't know.
laugh because I was like going, I see how it is. It's like, so you take all your marital problems from home and put it out here, right?
Right.
It's like, you're not original. Like, go away.
But one thing I really like about, I mean, going back to the whole thing about High Guardian Spice and what they were trying to do, it's like the thing that I appreciate about a lot of Japanese shows, like for
mhm.
example, there's this one show called Alice in Borderland on Netflix, and
Oh, I've seen
when
that show.
yeah, whenever they have characters who are like part of you know like the LGBT community, it's like they have this thing where they just let them be a character. And
Yeah.
like for example, they have this one character there named Queena who's a trans woman. And what they did was they made when they told the character's backstory, they made it clear that the character was a trans woman, and that was it. They never brought it up again. They didn't constantly harken back like, oh, you know she's trans, right? Okay. Oh, you know she's trans, right? Oh, by the way, Queen is trans. It's like, no, they just let her be a character for the rest of the show. And then you look at other Japanese shows and they do the exact same thing for at least a lot of the time. It's like with American shows, they can't help but to consistently harken back to that fact as if that's all there is to the character, you know? It's like their
But
personality is their checkbox.
But that's the thing. They're not trying to make it as a selling point. This
Yeah.
is a trans character. This is a gay character. This is a lesbian. This is a white one. This is a black one. This is whatever it is. They're not trying to make that as a selling point. That's why anime manga is so successful. So yeah, I totally agree with you when it comes to what you just said, and that's why I'm so annoyed when I see people trying to sell me a show or a story, a comic, a game, whatever on the internet. This have an LGBT person. Yeah, and what's this freaking story? What is it about? What's the characters? What's their ambitions? Is there something else except that superficial trait that can actually interest me?
And the character even feel like they're part of the story for real.
It is like when they tried to make, was it Batman bisexual? And I'm sitting here.
What? Oh, I think they were doing that with Superman's son.
Yeah, they did that with Superman's son and Tim Drake, one of the Robins.
Yeah, but I also think that
bisexual. That like makes no sense. He's straight.
Yeah, but I think they also tried to make Batman at one point, but that just dropped dead. So it wasn't really as big as Superman's son, I guess, because yeah.
I'm kind of like, why would it matter? And it's like great, but you guys like draw. It's like it's sort of funny because they go like, oh well, you have to be okay with it. It's like I'm okay with it, but why are you fucking emphasizing it all the time? It's like great, I have a lot of friends that are gay. They don't need to say I'm gay like 50 million times a day.
Exactly. And imagine if I did that, because I hate to announce that I'm part of that group, but imagine if I ran around in my daily life announcing that I'm part of that group. How freaking weird would I be?
Oh, here's Egg Lady backing up, by the way. The woman that I knew was Egg Lady. She would go and say, I'm bi and single, I'm bi and single, I'm bi and single. We're like, okay, cool, but we're going to the market. Yeah, but I want to let you know I'm bi and single. Okay.
She's by herself.
Well, now she got married because she was dogging girls like sup pops. She was dogging women like for even being in a relationship, and then she's in one and she changes her last name to her husband's name, and she put so-and-so's wife forever. And I'm like, okay, you're compensating.
People should be judged by who they are as a person, the character, if they're good or nasty, not because of their sexuality.
This turned out better than I thought.
This story is really good. I mean,
yeah,
it's becoming really good.
Yeah, I'm pleased about that because I was a little bit apprehensive, but it looks like the less is more. Less I do is more to this picture, which is kind of nice.
Yeah, that water looking real good.
What is it? I'm going to do this as a self-portrait. Sometimes I think of the old 80s songs like frickin' from, they're old now, but it's kind of funny. Like Orgy. Remember Orgy? They still have a decent sound. I mean, it's interesting because I haven't heard of them in a while, but I find it funny that, like some of the songs that I'm thinking of, they kind of apply now in terms of this artwork that I'm doing. Painting on top of these guys. Sorry, I'm just trying to see where I'm shadowing these guys.
Sorry, I had to mute myself because my animals kept
We're making
interrupting me.
noise. Sup pops. Wow, this is turning into a nice little art piece right here. I'm pretty impressed with myself, damn.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
And so I look back and I'm like, holy shit, this turned out better. It wasn't exactly what it was in my mind, but it was close to, you know?
Right.
Okay, let me see if I can do this. Saving it. Let's see. And then what I'll do is I'll just add a little bit of shade in here. I think I might actually get my stuff delivered quicker, hopefully, but if not, that would be okay. Tie me up in stitches. Ooh. Maybe I'll kind of make it a little bit lighter. Take a look. Wow, the hair's turning out nice too. Same old Jim, right there. Okay. That actually looks fucking cool, dude. What do you guys think?
Yeah,
Looks great.
definitely dig the water.
Mm.
The ripples.
It's weird because up close you think it's kind of messy, but it's actually not bad.
Right.
I'm debating whether or not to put any sort of color on her face, but I kind of don't want to, you know what I mean?
The funny thing is that this could work like as the final thing by itself too.
Right. Because it's like, I don't want to make her too human, you know, with coloring. I want to kind of be like a pale doll, you know what I mean? Like, I don't even want to put that much in the way of shade, you know? Let's see. I want to go, I'm going to go and kind of do a little bit of shading. Because it's kind of like, you know, an old doll. You know how a doll is kind of like broken or something?
Yeah.
Mm. Like a puppet in a way.
Yeah. Okay. Let's take a look. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I'll fuck with it.
Let me go and put the water. Let me do a slightly.
The thing is, when I look at this, it looks like a marionette, you know, a puppet without the strings that has fallen down into water, and I really like that look.
Oh, okay, here. We have more of a. Hey, what's up? What's up, Connie? Now, I like this color better because it's showing enough.
Hmm.
The other one was more murky, you know what I mean? Because this one's too clear. I wanted the water kind of dirty, but I didn't want it too dark because then it's kind of too murky. Because when I'm looking at it on the screen, it looks kind of a little too much.
And it's kind of hard to see the hair in a way.
So if I do hard light, oh, not hard mix, hard light, sorry. That kind of adds enough to it, you know what I mean?
Mm.
It's going good. I'm going to go and head on over to Mel and Mog's house in a little bit. Color burn. Ooh, that's ugly as hell. Here. Yeah, I think hard light. Let me do a hard light and multiply too. Try to do multiply. And then I'll kind of lighten it. How's that? I don't think I'll do multiply. I'll just do hard light. There we go. That works out. Wow, that was simpler than I thought it would. See, guys, do not psych yourself out. Shine. Okay. So what I'll do, Connie, is I'll call you after the show. I should be off in a little bit. And then we'll talk then. And then I'll put this over here. There we go. Oh, shit. Don't move that around. Oh, okay. I figure out timing with my cats. I'm like going, well, I already took care of them today. So it'll be from tomorrow on. Let's see here. Yeah, that looks fucking good. Pretty happy about it. The hair doesn't look dead, right?
No.
Maybe I'll put a little bit more here. The only thing is, like, with my concern with the hair, it's like I kind of want it to be a little bit better. So let's see. Okay. There we go. Yeah, that looks good. I'm happy. Wait, I'm finding like little pieces that I kind of need to touch up on little things here. There you go. Okay. I'll probably pop that up there and like whole thing. Trying to find out the timing with your cats. Somebody. Okay. Pop this guy. Why is my ticker not going on? Sometimes the ticker is annoying. There we go. Let me go over to the comments. There we go. So let's see. Oh, oops. I should actually make this a no print. What would you think?
Hmm.
Yeah. Sure look dope on a shirt.
Yeah, right? Let's go ahead and do this. Okay, that's the full view. Let me actually look at it because this monitor is a little bit different, like when I'm looking at it compared to its sharing. So let's see here. Yeah, that's nice. That looks good. Yeah, I would say that looks good. And it's 1:49, so we're about to hit that point. So guys, I will see you next week. Come see me at Amazing Las Vegas. If you cannot go to Amazing Las Vegas and you're in the California area, go check out the table. Basically, check this area out, 502 at Amazing Las Vegas Comic Con from 4:28 to 4:30, or my art at All Eyes Gallery and 429. And you'll have all the info there. You can also scan the red QR code right there and get that taken care of. And that's pretty much it, guys. I'm going to go play a couple commercials and we're going to be out of here. So talk to you then.